Hey, 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 you beautiful people. Daisy Lake, say what's up to the snappers.
Hello.
Hey,
Hey.
hey, you guys. Hey, great snappers of Pasqua. Today is your slice
Today is your slice.
of Yogatry.
Yogatry.
Today we're going to be focusing on movement, poetry and movement. That is the soul of Yogatry. It is movement.
I'm really happy, son.
So enjoy these videos and take it to heart.
Take it to heart.
If you guys have time, if you guys want to experience poetry and movement and Yogatry, make a video, write a poem, and then play your poem, and then record your poem, and then record yourself moving also to your poem. So add another dynamic. Do all the Yogatry on your own. See if you guys can create a poem and also create movement with your poem. So you guys will be creating Yogatry all on your own, a whole Yogatry experience. Enjoy these videos, enjoy these poems. We love you, snappers.
Love you, snappers.
Catch you later.
Next up, a primary teen contemporary solo. The studio code here is AD. It's entry number 170. Welcome, Jordan, with Dear You.
I'm Jordan Bailey, and these are my words. Dear you, where you are right now is where you are supposed to be. You, in this moment, is the moment you are supposed to live. Dear you, forget the moment you stopped loving yourself. And don't tell me you've never had that moment. That moment where you were a little person dancing around like no one was watching until you realized that they were and you became embarrassed. But I don't believe you were embarrassed of yourself. You were embarrassed of all the light you had inside yourself. Forget that moment you put yourself down for being happy. Dear you, please remember that you are someone's favorite voice to hear and someone's favorite face to see, and nothing would be the same if you were not here right now. Dear you, I am here talking to you. You are here listening to my voice, so just remember that I will always be here, and my voice is always here for you to listen to, and my words can heal whatever is broken inside of you, and I'll hug you so tight that all your broken pieces will fit right back together. Dear you, remember that I love you, whoever you are, and that last night might have been bad, and tonight might be worse, but you are here now, and every morning you wake up is so beautiful. Dear you, I feel the same way as you. You can't tell yourself you're in this alone, but the difference between you and me is that I'm not letting whatever is inside me consume me. I can be happy if I want to be happy. I can live if I want to live, and so can you. You have that choice, but you just remember that when you tell me you can't do it anymore, how do you think I feel? Hearing that every day people feel so bad because maybe stuff isn't great. I get that stuff isn't great. I live that life, but hearing your troubles make them my problems because you tell me like you expect me to fix them and I can't. Dear you, please remember that I can't help you if you do not want to be helped. I can only try so hard and then I pull myself down as well. There's a point where I tell myself if I can't help you, then why am I here? But I remember then that I am here right now, and you are too, and nothing has ended yet unless you want it to. And trust me, you don't want it to. So dear you, live so long that no beautiful words of yours go left unsaid. Grow up and love someone with all your heart, and remember every day that you're there, living in that moment like you were meant to all along.
That is Jordan with Dear You. Next up, a primary teen.
A letter to the playground bully from Andrea, age 8.5. Maybe there are cartwheels in your mouth. Maybe your words will grow up to be gymnasts. Maybe you have been kicking people with them by accident. I know some people get a whole lot of rocking in the rocking chair, and the ones who don't sometimes get rocks in their voice boxes become slingshots. Maybe you think my heart looks like a baby squirrel. But guess what? You absolutely miss when you tell the class I have head lice, because guess what? I 100% absolutely do not have lice, and even if I do, it is a fact that head lice prefer clean heads over dirty ones, so I am clean as a whistle on a teapot. My mother says it is totally fine if I blow off steam, as long as I speak in an octave my kindness can still reach. My kindness knows mermaids never ever miss their legs in the water because there were better ways to move through an ocean than kicking. So guess what? If I ever have my own team, I am picking everyone first, even the worst kid and the kid with the stutter like the skipping record, because I know all of us are scratched. Even if you cannot hear it when we speak, my mother says some people have heartbeats that are knocking on doors that will never ever open, and I know my heart is a broken freezer chest. That's why I can't keep anything frozen. So no, I am not always crying. I am just thawing outside the lines, and even if I am always crying, it is a fact that salt is the only reason everything floats so good in the Dead Sea. And just because no one ever passes notes to me doesn't mean I am not super duper. In fact, my super duper might be a buoy or a paper boat the next time your nose is stuck up the river, because it is a fact that our hearts stop for a millisecond every time we sneeze, and some people's houses have too much dust. So maybe sometime, if somebody would sit beside me on the bus, I can say, guess what? It is a fact that manatees have vocal cords even though they don't have ears, just like Beethoven played music even when he could no longer hear. And I know every belt that has hit someone's back is still a belt that was built to hold something up. And it is a fact that Egyptians slept on pillows made of stone. But it's not hard for me to dream that maybe one day you'll write me back, like the day I wrote the lightning bug to say, I smashed my mason jar and I threw away the lid. I didn't want to take a chance that I'd grow up to be a war. I want to be a belly dance, or an accordion, or a pogo stick, or the fingerprints, the mason leaves, and the mortar between the bricks to prove that he was here, that he built a roof over someone's head to keep the storm from their faith. My mother says that's why we all were born, and I think she's right. So write back soon. Sincerely yours.
When I see young women, I see the glow. In their impact, how they act, what we do, and what we know, it's a kind of sheen that can't be seen in glass, diamond, or dewdrop, but the light of a wave of girls who refuse to be stopped. We don't need permission to make it our mission to make change, to be ourselves, unapologetically confident, beautifully strange. We are that dawn of a billion beams, the radiant gleam, that stardust of a girl following her dreams. You can't steal this sparkle of mine. It only comes from a woman letting herself shine, it would appear. We are all here, focused, fierce, without fear, each a flame, dazzling and clear. Although some may doubt it, we show them. We write this poem, we dazzle, we delight, we dare, we fight, joyous, all the hustle in the spark. Join us, the wondrous warriors in the dark. Women in the world making change, we hear it and how our hearts hum it. Change, we feel it and how our dreams drum it. Change.
Don't
range of women whose stories strum it to life in the impact. In fact, even with the whole world on our backs, we overcome it. Because women in the world don't run from it, we run it.
Each of us standing on one another's shoulders.
Each of us a summit. Together, today, at this summit, we don't just make change, we become it.